This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hello, everybody. According to my underwear, I'm Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news
Well,
and
I woke
entertainment.
up one day and it said Matt Doolittle. I'm like, I don't know how I got his
On your underwear.
Yeah, it was a
We
really
don't have
neat
to
day.
talk about work things
Oh,
or
okay.
outside of work things.
Okay, all right. We got a great show set up for you. Rest in peace, Stone Man Willie. You're wondering who Stone Man
Yes.
Willie is? Well, he's finally laid to rest. Okay, so back in 1895, this guy, who was a pickpocketer, got put in jail, and he died from liver cancer. He was an alcoholic, and he died of liver cancer. Well, since he was a pickpocketer, they could never find out his name, right?
Oh.
Because he would not tell cops, and he didn't have any ID on him or anything like that back then. So he dies. They take him to the mortician. Mortician accidentally mummifies him, okay? And was trying some new procedures and wound up mummifying him. Well,
goodness.
for 128 years, he is mummified, and if you look at this, he's still preserved really, really well. His skin's a little leathery and such. So he's been in this funeral home for quite some time, and they were allowed to keep him this long because they were studying the effects of this type of embalming. So apparently it really
Wow.
works for 128 years. They finally said, I think we got everything that we need from it, so we're finally going to put Stone Man Willie to rest, and the funeral home gave him a plot, and they're going to give him a casket and put him down. But they had him basically, not necessarily on display, but basically knowing that he was there so they could study him.
He was on ice.
He was
for all
on
these
ice the whole
years.
time, just laying there, and he don't look too bad. He's a very skinny man.
Wow,
But, yeah.
my goodness.
So rest in peace, Stone Man.
Okay, so do we think we'll be seeing any of those embalming techniques used going forward?
Well, for 128 years, I mean, I don't know. We'll go
Keith
to
Richards
Hollywood
has
first.
been pulling it off pretty well.
Yeah, exactly, right?
He seems embalmed.
Well, McDonald's reported its revenue was up 14% in the latest
Oh,
quarter.
well, okay.
Yeah, right. A surge the burger giant said was driven by strategic menu price increases. The Golden Arches brought in more than $6 billion in revenue for one quarter, beating previous expectations. However, McDonald's, which has about 13,000 restaurants in the U.S. and over 38,000 across the globe, did not disclose how much they increased their franchising prices. Now, get this. One branch in Connecticut is charging $18 for a Big Mac combo meal with fries and a soft drink. Meanwhile, the same Big Mac combo will run you about $14 at a McDonald's in Times Square. Many consumers say the recent spike in fast food prices no longer makes the fast casual food worth it. We are seeing this across the board. So not only are your groceries going up, but your fast food's taking a hit too.
I think, and more and more people, I think, are realizing. I think home delivery too. You're not actually going to the restaurant, you know. So So imagine getting that $18 one plus the. I'll pick out just Uber Eats, you know,
Yeah.
but because there's a charge plus a tip that you go. So you're talking about a good 20. I don't know, close to $30. I would imagine $25
For a Big Mac
for
combo.
a Big Mac combo just to have it delivered to your house. And I think there was a time where all this was happening, and then the value meals came out all of a sudden. So I think we'll get to a point where they're going to go, well, look, sales are down because we took prices up.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do something in order to fix that.
But the cost of doing business and all these, inflationary costs
Measures, too.
when it comes to, the hourly rate that these folks are getting,
have to.
especially in California, they have to raise the prices to keep up with it. And then automation will be a big thing too, because they can't afford to pay a fast food worker $25 an hour.
I did the research, and COVID, believe it or not, did not disappear from a lobby at 8 p.m. That's not why they closed it. They closed it because then that way they didn't have to have anybody out there monitoring or cleaning it up. And you're going to start seeing that already. Places like Checkers or Rallies or whatever, where it's just the building. If you want something, you'll go there. That's what I think it's going to be.
I don't like to discourage business, but at the same time, maybe it's not a bad thing that people back off these giant Big Mac combo meals.
I think you're right.
No, I
I think you're right.
I don't want to discourage anybody from enjoying a Big Mac and a large drink, but when you look at the health of America across the board, maybe we've had a little bit too much of that.
You know what my motivation would be? Is not paying $18 for it. And, and look at cigarettes. I think of the same thing.
Yes.
The price of cigarettes went up. People quit smoking.
Yeah.
And
That was what made my dad quit after 30 years. Was finally was like $20 a pack. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That was it.
And your
Yeah.
dad was Hank Hill. I didn't realize.
He was pretty much. You see him.
Well, I'll tell you, boy.
Tell
But
you
he
what.
called you Sport all the time, right?
Yeah, sport.
Hey, Sport.
And it wasn't propane accessories he
There
was
was some
selling.
propane accessories with a cigarette with near propane. Loving all that. We're going to go and do some reminiscing. However, this time it's going to be Life Love shopping style with this beautiful woman.
Hey.
We got that coming up around the corner. You're watching television's Daily Flash.